General Hospital spoilers reveal that if actor Cameron Mathison confirms his departure from General Hospital, it would be a significant shock to fans and the Port Charles community. This announcement would solidify recent speculation that Drew's storyline is becoming increasingly difficult to manage and lacks clear direction. Mathison's departure wouldn't only mark a major turning point in the show, but would also create a void in Drew's character development, especially since he is currently at the center of numerous relationships and conflicts within the Quartermaine family. Drew's exit could disrupt ongoing storylines, such as his complicated relationships with Willow and Nina, or his role as a single father to Scout. Furthermore, it raises significant questions about how GH plans to resolve the unresolved conflicts in Drew's relationships and the impact of his absence on other characters like Michael, Tracy, and Ned. Fans may feel disappointed seeing such an important character leave without fulfilling his potential, undermining the cohesion of the overall narrative. However, this could also be an opportunity for the writers to introduce a major shift, paving the way for new characters or story arcs, if handled thoughtfully. Will Mathison's departure mark the end of Drew, or could the character be reimagined in a fresh new light? The answer depends on how the production team seizes this moment to propel GH into an exciting new chapter. The upcoming storyline surrounding Drew on General Hospital promises to deliver a shock as he decides to flee Port Charles to escape the mounting pressure from his affair with Willow. His departure is not just a way to avoid responsibility, but also a major turning point in his journey, particularly as it leaves the future of his young daughter, Scout, in uncertainty. Feeling trapped and unable to face his family or the community, Drew makes the difficult decision to entrust Scout's care to Jason. This choice is deeply conflicted, as Jason is both a trusted protector and someone who has had his fair share of tension with Drew in the past. This decision not only highlights Drew's inability to fully embrace his role as a father, but also raises significant questions about Scout's future. Scout will now grow up under Jason's care, a figure who has long been a pillar of stability in Port Charles. However, this could stir up new tensions among the characters, particularly those closely connected to both Drew and Scout. Can Jason provide stability for Scout while navigating his own challenges? And will Drew eventually return to face the consequences of the decisions he's avoided? Drew's departure doesn't just cast doubt on his role within the Quartermaine family, but also opens up possibilities for new relationships and storylines, especially surrounding the question of what's best for Scout. The upcoming developments are bound to be emotional, as Port Charles undergoes yet another significant shift in its family dynamics. Drew's extended absence following his trip to Washington is creating a major shock for both Willow and Nina. Neither of them expected Drew not to return to Port Charles, leaving relationships and responsibilities unresolved. This decision not only surprises them, but also raises questions about Drew's future and his role in the lives of those he left behind. If Drew is not recast or replaced in the storyline, this could signal the gradual fading of his character, as his presence is increasingly overshadowed by his impulsive and erratic actions. From his chaotic relationships with Willow and Nina to his decision to entrust Scout's care to Jason, Drew seems to have removed himself from the core of Port Charles's key narratives. Willow may feel abandoned, especially since she expected Drew to provide closure for the mistakes in their relationship. Meanwhile, Nina could feel the weight of his absence, not just because of their personal connection, but also due to the impact it has on Scout. Both women's frustration and confusion could become the foundation for new conflicts and dramatic developments. Drew's failure to return raises a critical question. Is his disappearance temporary, serving a larger storyline, or is it a way to gradually phase out his character? Without a shift in the narrative, Drew risks becoming a symbol of unfinished stories, leaving a void in both the plot and the hearts of fans. The next chapters will be pivotal in determining whether Drew has a future in Port Charles. News that Cameron Mathison has not committed to a specific timeline for his return to General Hospital has sparked fresh speculation and concerns about Drew's future. This uncertainty not only creates unease among fans, but also exacerbates the complexities surrounding Drew's storyline. If Drew does leave without a clear plan for his return, it will leave a significant void in the fabric of Port Charles. As a central figure in numerous complicated relationships, his controversial romance with Willow, his tensions with Nina, and his responsibilities as Scout's father, his prolonged or indefinite absence could stall or even derail these storylines entirely. Fans also worry that Drew's departure would weaken the cohesion of the Quartermaine family, where he has served as a connecting figure in their internal conflicts. Questions about Scout's future, as well as how other characters will cope with Drew's absence, are likely to become a central focus, but also pose a major challenge for the writers in filling the gap he leaves behind. Will the GH production team find a solution, such as recasting the role or bringing Drew back with a compelling comeback storyline? Or will Cameron Mathison's prolonged absence signal the unofficial end of Drew's presence in Port Charles? These answers will determine not just the character's fate, but also the direction of the show's overall narrative.